So I see people talking about the Terrence Bud Crawford glove situation, talking about he fought David Avanesian with loaded gloves. You know, before I even get started into that, I already told you that these guys was looking for a new narrative and a new something to push, because they're trying to take attention off the fact that David Avanesian is no longer in the way. So what's up with it? But anyways, as far as Terrence Bud Crawford goes, listen, this is what it's gonna be like for Terrence Bud Crawford pretty much here on out. Last time, wasn't it Sean Porter fight? Wasn't that a fixed fight? Then now he got loaded gloves. So you're pretty much gonna get this every time Terrence Bud Crawford is going to fight, up until he fights Errol Spence. But it's also introducing you to what's going to happen if and when he beats Errol Spence. They're not going to accept it. It's going to be some loaded gloves. It's going to be something. It's going to be some injury. It's going to be some steroids. It's going to be something. They're not just going to ever give this man his credit. And that's the one thing about boxing. If I had somebody that, let's say, I didn't favor, or maybe say that I even didn't like, a boxer can do something where I have to acknowledge or either give credit or just basically come off my high horse and tip my hat and be like, yo, he did his thing. I have no problem doing that with boxers that I don't even like, because I can still recognize hard work and talent and skill in a good win at the end of the day. These boxing fans are not built like that. So you're pretty much introduced what's going to happen to Bud pretty much every time he fights, but it was going to have to be something. Now, getting on to the gloves, we're just going to, once again, like I always say, we're going to use deductive reasoning here, okay? If anybody think Terrence Bud Crawford had loaded gloves, I'm going to put it like this. Terrence Bud Crawford has done no different from what you've seen him doing since the beginning of his career. Terrence Crawford has done no different than you've seen him doing since he entered the 147-pound division. Okay? He's done nothing different. He has stopped everybody that he's gotten to the ring with, and that's with or without the accusation of loaded gloves. Okay? So there's nothing differing from when you see this man has started his career up till now. It's not like a Manny Pacquiao situation where all of a sudden, throughout the later years of his career, he starts knocking people out. If power and all that stuff is truly there, you will see it at the beginning of their careers. It's less than likely that it develops over the years. Can you improve it? Yes. But you don't become a knockout artist like that without having some pharmaceutical help, so to speak. So he's done nothing different from what you already know him. To add on top of that, they said that David Avanesian, to the casuals, David Avanesian was a bum. Why would he need to load his gloves for a tomato can? Ain't that what y'all called him? This man needs to load his gloves for a tomato can? Come on, man. Y'all got to make it make sense. And even more important than that, people don't understand when they talk about loaded gloves, what does that actually mean? They just seen something's wrong with the glove. They say, oh, it's loaded gloves. Okay? Antonio Margarito had loaded gloves. And why did they say that Antonio Margarito had loaded gloves? Because some of the padding was taken out of the glove and plaster was put on the hand wraps or whatever. The key word, some of the padding was taken out of the glove. Okay? That's initially how you load a glove. You got to take something out to put something in. Okay? What people seen on screen was Terrence Bud Crawford's gloves busted. Okay? That means the filling and the stuffing of the glove was coming out versus being absent of padding.
Man, I didn't want to say anything, but the glove bust on the other side.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yeah, you can see the padding coming out.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be wrong, but I'm like, I look like the glove open.
Did you follow that? Okay? With a loaded glove, padding is taken out. Okay? So there's no real padding in it. Okay? When you looked at Terrence Bud Crawford's glove, it's because it was busted. Padding was coming out. Okay? And most importantly, if you're going to manipulate a glove, you're going to do it from the inside of the glove, not the outer ridge. I mean, come on, get real with this at the end of the day. Okay? And most importantly, if he wanted to fight David Avanesian with the advantage of not having no padding in the gloves, then why wouldn't he fight him in horsehairs just like he did Jeff Horn? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just all about trying to take credit away from this man. And you know what? This is how talented boxers will be and do be treated in the sport of boxing. When you are talented, when you really about that life, when you really want to fight the best, this is what happens to you. You're ridiculed, you're talked about, you're this, you're that. And the true reason is because you are talented and you are not afraid to step up in challenges and put in that work. That's the real problem with boxers that are throwback. They get treated like this. It's hard for them to get fights. Okay, everybody's running from them. And fans help facilitate it and make it cool at the end of the day. But when you say loaded gloves, you have to understand loaded gloves causes you to take something out. Therefore, it's less padding in them. Okay, what y'all seen was padding coming out because the glove has busted. So you have to know the difference between a glove that is loaded versus a glove that is busted. Okay, it's busted because it has padding in it to be able to come out of. When it's loaded, there's no padding. It's very simple at the end of the day. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Vane, I'm out.